Namaste. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mani, and today I will be talking about shoulder movements and shoulder stiffness, shoulder pains, and how to improve our posture, how to improve our openness of the shoulder. So, due to the way we live these days, specifically on if you have a desk job, even with small children when they are nowadays studying from home, or if they are playing a lot of video games, our tendency is to droop and the shoulders, the whole posture changes. So, what can we do consciously to improve our posture, to make sure that the effect that we are causing due to the way we have to work is countered with the stretches that we should be, incorporating during our normal daily lifestyle? If you already are experiencing some shoulder pains, then of course you need to see the doctor first to what level the pains are. But you can still do these exercises. But if there is a, if you feel that pain is aggravating, or pain is, if you do a particular movement and you feel sharp pain or you feel discomfort, then avoid that particular movement. But nevertheless, you decide the level of every exercise, that how deep or how strongly that you want to stretch. It's up to you. It's up to the, because a stretch should feel good. Always a stretch should always feel a kind of a relieving feeling into our body. If that is not a relieving feeling, meaning you are overstretching, so don't overstretch. Okay. So I will be dividing this flow into two parts. The first part will be bit of stretching, but the second part will be on strengthening. So today I am going to take several things for this flow, but all these things are available in your house, so we don't have to worry much. So I'm going to take a bolster, because ideally if you have a foam roller, it's best, but mostly people don't have foam roller. That is why I'm going to use a bolster. So what we have to do is that this is the one prop that I'll need. I'll need a towel, but again the towel, you can take a long towel, and then we can use it multi-purpose. I will also need a small pillow, but today, for the sake of our conversation, I will just fold this towel into make it something like this. So I need a pillow of at least this width. Otherwise, you can also fold a towel like me. You can, if you have some stretch bands at home, you can use those, and they should not be very tight. You should be able to do it without much efforts. If it is tight, then just use any string, any kind of rope you have. It should may or may not be stretchy, but the best otherwise is to use a towel or a piece of cloth. So again, it's up to you what kind of thing that is available at home that you can use. Okay. Lastly, I will also need a chair, and just for some exercises, I'm going to use a chair, and also a wall or a door or anything that is solid and straight to help us in our movement. Now, I'm going to demonstrate one thing to you just for our understanding. When I say posture, so stand erect and look straight. In a normal position, our thumbs should be able to face forward. If your thumbs are facing forward, it means your posture is right. But the moment you stand and you feel that your thumbs are facing inwards, not forward, it means our posture is wrong. That means we are drooping. So immediately correct your posture the moment you have this awareness that how am I standing or how am I walking. The thumbs should be facing forward. So this is the right way to understand the correct posture, right and quick way, I'll say. Then, if you are, let's say, standing with the drooping shoulders like this, you imagine your range of motion is not so high; it's just up to here maximum. But the moment you straighten your shoulders, your range of motion goes quite higher. So that's exactly what we want to achieve also. So some people who have pain here, and of course they cannot go to the maximum range of motion. It could be again many reasons, as I said in the beginning of the call, and you can have to consult the doctor, etc. You can use various medicines, etc. But doing some of the stretches will also be strengthening those areas so that you can ignore these things happening to you in the future also. Okay, so first and foremost, uh, general stretches. I think we've been doing these from even in the schools. Most of the time they are taught like the PT exercises. Just interlace your fingers behind your back, and immediately you see when you do that, there is a slight stretch here, and whatever is your range of motion, so just try to lift. Pulse, one, two, three, and leave. Again, let's try it again. So one, two, three, and leave. Now here I'm sitting in a Vajrasana. You can either do this standing, you can also do it normally in a Sukhasana. It is irrespective how are you sitting or standing. Okay, but your spine has to be straight. So my spine is straight, my chin is parallel to the ground, my shoulders are relaxed, and just simply interlace my fingers behind. Whatever is your range of motion, try to do this at least three pulses and three times in a go. So let's do it. One, two, three. One more time. One, two, three. One more time. One, two, three. Okay. So you should be able to feel a little bit of yes, overstretched shoulders, which is normal. We want to do that more and more. Sit in the same position and just do a twist here. So my opposite hand on the opposite knee, and then the hand which is free needs to touch the floor, and we got to see behind our back, like as if there is a bug here on the back, and I'm trying to look at my bug. So try, you will feel that this stretch is coming on your shoulder blades. If the stretch is coming on your shoulder blades, it means it's working. Now here, don't try to hold your breath. That's very important. Just release your breath and do normal breathing. No need to overdo anything here. Only thing that we have to overdo is to look behind as if there is a bug that you're trying to look. Yeah. Repeat it other side. So my eyes are actually trying to look on my back. Again, very good opening movement for my shoulders. There is another thing that you can do for which you can either use a band, a towel, or any stretch band, which is basically what we want to do is we really want to do an shoulder opening exercise. So let's say you have a towel here under your arms and you want to do this exercise. So if you are holding this towel and let's say you do this and it drops, means you are opening your elbow quite a lot. You're not supposed to open the elbow a lot. It needs to be held close to the body, so your elbows are close, but here you are trying to press both the shoulder blades behind your back, press both the shoulder blades together. That's how you have to put some pressure while you're stretching out. So here, just don't do it like this is not going to help. So the motion is slow, but the motion is controlled. So take a breath. Imagine you have a small uh, like stone, something like this, or somebody has poked in your back with the finger. So somebody pokes and we do like this, and we squeeze our shoulder blade. So exactly what you have to do. So squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. Should feel really good on your shoulders. And relax. Let's do another three more times. Squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax. You don't have to keep this. This was just for an idea, but you just do it without any towel or anything, and relax. Now, another exercise, well, in yoga, we can do many, I mean, there are many exercises that you can do. Will demonstrate with the chair, with the wall, also without it. So let's say if you're flexible enough, there's another stretch which is very important. So come on your knees, okay? Your knees just below your thighs. Now you have to touch both, this whole portion from your collarbone up to the shoulder needs to touch the mat, okay? So make sure that, and extend your arms out. So let me keep it here, right? So extend your hands out to the level where you can put your collarbone, your chin, all on the ground. Make sure to breathe because this is a very, very deep stretch. Again, it's advanced stretch. I'm showing you this because this is a level or range that we want to achieve, even if we want to do it with a chair or with a wall. But what we want to really do is that we want to extend our hands. We want to press our upper body into the ground and put some pressure that it touches the ground. So all that whole chest and chin is really they're touching the ground because I'm putting pressure. I'm forcing my body to touch the ground. 5 breaths. Okay. This should really, really open the shoulders and this should really give us a very, very good stretch there, right? So next I wanted to show you with the chair. So with the chair also, it's exactly the same thing. Put pressure, put some pressure so that you're as if you're um, trying to force your body to touch the ground. And then I'm going to go back, go back, go back until I'm quite perpendicular to the ground. So my legs are actually at a 90-degree with my body, and here hands can either cross the chair or you can just hold the chair up to how long your torso is. It depends. So here the whole idea is that I'm opening my shoulders and and I'm putting pressure. See, I'm trying to pulse because I'm trying to imagine that my chest is trying to touch the ground. So I'm pulsing constantly, and my arms and everything is stretched out. My head is parallel to the ground also, and I want to touch the ground. So I'm trying to put pressure from my arms so that they are not loose, they are not just hanging. We are trying to engage whole shoulders and arms area. So same pose you can do if you have a wall. So imagine that this is a wall and you want to do same thing with taking help of a wall. So in case of a wall, you can put your hands up on the wall and then put the pressure as if you're touching the chest with the wall. So same thing you can do. But again, if you have a chair, I think you can try to easily do it with the chair. Let me show you one more time because this is really feeling good to me and I want to continue a bit. Yeah, it's a very nice shoulder opener. Yeah, if any of these stretches are hard on yourself, like you feel pain is kind of aggravating or you're not able to enjoy the stretch, then don't first reduce the intensity or second don't do it, right? That's so we can just totally avoid doing that stretch. Another way is basically I'll say that I use the, so let me just put it a bit aside. Yeah. So I use this bolster, but you don't have it. You can use two pillows, one on top of the other, or the best is a foam roller. So if you don't have a foam roller, then you can use a bolster. But whole idea is, so I'm going to lie on it like this. Yeah. My full body is on it. Yeah. And I will try to press my shoulders into the ground, right? So you see, I'm trying to, my shoulders are like this. Now I'm trying to press the shoulders into the ground. One, let's do it again. One more time. As much as stretch you can give, do them. One more time. One more time. And last, one more time. Okay. This is again a great stretch for my body. Lastly, another stretch that I like you to do is basically you can again use the same thing, the bolster, and I'm going to place uh, both my elbows on it and move a bit back so that my legs are all perpendicular to the ground. And now I'm going to do the same stretch that I showed you before, but this time because I'm a bit elevated from the ground, so I will be not able to touch the ground, but I will still hold my head is resting on the bolster and I'm opening my shoulders by pressing my body chest into the ground. Press the chest into the ground. It will not touch the ground, but your intention is that it touches one day. So that is how you're going to feel the stretch on the shoulder by pressing your chest into the ground. Yeah, very crucial stretch for opening the shoulders. So I think with this, there are certain more exercises on the shoulders that anybody can anytime do, which is quite like rotation of the shoulders to the full range. So you can keep, let's say I have a wall behind me right now, I'm lucky, but if you don't have it, you have to go nearby a wall or anything which is solid. Place your, so this is my right hand I'm placing behind me on the wall, and I'm going to look towards my left. So you can use your left hand to just give you some support. So I'm going to look towards my left. So adjust your hand accordingly. You should be able to feel a good stretch while, place your hand where the stretch feels good to your body. It's up to you where you want to keep the hand. So, but try to give full range of motion, like, almost 90 degrees where my neck is moved. Okay, let's do it on the other side. So my left hand, and imagine my left hand, I can place it like this, but that's not the point. I should be placing it in a way that my fingers are away from the from the hand. And now I have to move, look at the opposite side. So if this pains, try to put full forearm on the wall, and try to do the same thing with the forearm just on the wall. Okay? You can adjust the height. Let's say if putting it a bit down makes you feel better, you can try it, or putting it a bit up makes you feel better, you can try that way. But ideal is to make it just at the same length as your shoulder. This arm should be exactly parallel to the ground, and now you try to give the full range of motion with your neck. So I will do it here with my forearm. I hope after doing this, your shoulders are feeling much more open and much more easier for you to do the rotations. If you are, still warmed up, try to activate with some shoulders rotations. So here, the idea is basically put your thumbs into the hands, the palms, and close your palms like this, and now place them here on the shoulders, and now you kind of move clockwise, anti-clockwise. Place 10 each side. give the full range. And I don't want like this, where whole body is jerking and moving. No, the whole body is quite stable. Just your arms and, in fact, just your shoulders, socket joint is moving, nothing else. And coming back. Yeah, a very, very interesting and a very nice warm up. Okay. So not only that my shoulders are feeling warmed up, my whole body is feeling warmed up with this. Okay. Now, how to improve the strength that these problems of shoulder pain, etc., do not reoccur. So there are many exercises you can either go to. Lifting weights is also a very good way to improve the strength. Doing, I have one video on my channel on improving the arm strength. If you can just go through that video, because all the exercises, yoga poses which I've shared are really good for improving your arm strength. It has Chaturanga Dandasana, it has like the Yogi Dand, and many other flows that can help you. And for today also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a stretch band. Okay, for me the stretch band is important because it has a bit of resistance. Again, if you don't have it, just use a towel. So I will also show you same thing with the towel, but let's use a stretch band if you have it. So just hold the stretch band and extend it towards one side while you're so here I'm going to extend right, so left hand is really touching the chest and right hand I'm going to expand on maximum range of motion. Yeah, look in the front, not down. I was doing it wrong, so yeah, look in the front. Yeah, so if you we can do this at least 10 times, and now on the other side also. So here, look, observe my hand, which is stretching out. It's fully stretched out. Like there is no curve here. It's fully stretched out and coming back with tight control. It's not coming back on it with a jerk or without, I'm not losing my arm anywhere. It's coming back with a nice full control of my own body. That's what we want. Now, if you are okay with that, try to do it with both hands now. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, and 10. Nice. So, if that's feeling good to you, let's do another stretch. This is going to be not easy for everybody, especially if somebody has stiff shoulders or frozen shoulders. But if you can't do it, I'll say to ignore it. But here, my whole idea is to take my whole arm back and now bring it forward. Yeah. So the full arch is what I'm trying to do. Same thing you can do with the holding a towel. So here with towel, I'm going to rotate my whole hands and bring them forward. Yeah. You can use towel, you can use a stretch band, whatever is available to you. Let's do it at least 5 more times. So what happens if you cannot do this range of motion? What is it that you should be able to try next? Let's talk about that. So if you are not able to perform a full circular motion, but you want to increase the strength of your shoulders, then simply I will say that you got a. I'm going to use a towel again. You need to, whatever arm you can lift up, you can lift here straight. The other arm you can hold it the towel in a way that your both the arms are straight. Your back is straight. Your stomach is stretched in. I don't want a curve in the back. Everything is straight. Like this arm is trying to stretch the towel up. while this arm is stretching the towel down. So almost like I want to tear the towel. And now you can do the same with other side. So I realize that when I'm doing this, my left shoulder, it gave me a little tinge of uneasiness. So immediately I adjusted. Initially I was trying to do full. I adjusted and made it nearer to my body so that it doesn't break any tendon, any ligament. We don't want any injury. Straight. So you can stay there for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and then put the shoulder, this towel behind your um, whole, covering the whole back area. And now your elbows should be kind of touching your chest, and do one, open one side, and then open the second side. Open, like, let me show you from the front because this is important. My elbow needs to touch the chest all the time, right? So yeah, one. But even though my elbow is not leaving the chest, it's touching, it's like digging into the chest, my arm has to go parallel to the ground. Almost, this is almost 90 degree. And from here, I'm stretching the towel so that this arm is feeling a bit resistant to um, to move itself. So that's what improves the strength. So I'm kind of challenging this arm that you can't move it because I'm holding you here. I'm trying to pull this towel, but this arm is pulling this towel back. So you need to put a lot of pressure here so that it's not just opening at the 90 degree, but also holding the towel in the hands without dropping it or without letting it go. And then you gotta repeat it. So this is something what we did with stretch band also. And again, if you don't have stretch band, try to do it with the towel. Heavier the towel is, tougher it becomes. So that's why I'm using a towel which is a bit heavy. Yeah. So with the stretch band, of course, the effect is different. But if your shoulders are not yet to the level where you can use the stretch band, then of course you can use this. So with the other side, same. I'm trying to, I'm not counting, but let's say we have to do minimum 10 each side. But I'm making this float so that you do it every time, every day until you can feel the improvement in your affected areas. Yeah. And now let's try to do both. Now with both, adjust the towel. So I'm going to place my hands even nearer to myself. I'm making it shorter so that the tension has increased. And now you got to slowly make the rotations. Yeah. Now, if you are one day aim for a good mobility of your shoulders by, if one day you're able to kind of interlace your fingers and touch with each other, that's what we want to achieve. You can use a towel. Let me show you with the towel here. So, uh, or maybe let me show you with the stretch band. So here I'm going to slowly bring my fingers closer to each other. Slowly with the help of, do all this warm up first, and then slowly you got to bring or close the gap between your fingers. So this is the aim of flexibility that we want to achieve. We want to do it on the both sides. So not just leaving at the one side, we want to ensure that everything is equal on both the sides. So slowly we got to move it to a level that we are able to touch. So this is, not like everything will be happening with you in one day, in 2 days, in 1 week or 2 weeks, but gradual process, it can take a month. But if there is a progress, that means you are winning. So aim for consistency and aim for spending time every day on yourself, on your body. Uh, if you are able to do that, I think you're already a winner and you're already on the path of progress. So give yourself, give your body some time. Improving postures take a long, long time because it took long years, so many years to also, defame the posture that we had naturally. So it will take again some years to get it back. But being conscious about how you're standing, how's your back, where's your chin, how are your shoulders, etc., is very important. So, okay, I think with these exercises are going to be a bit of help to you. And if they are, then please share it with some of your friends and family who can also be benefited and support my mission of sharing free yoga tutorials to many people out there. Thank you so much. Subscribe to my channel and you have a great day.